What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zoe with Wnba Dfs here to bring you another WNBA slate breakdown for the Showdown slate today. I know I normally don't like to do the Showdown slate recordings, but for some reason, you guys like to play these Showdown slates, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break it down for you guys as best as I can. If you look at the screen and you're seeing what I'm seeing, last night was a wonderful night. Honestly, Tiffany Mitchell, she made a sweat, but our girl Dana Evans came through with a beautiful 40 burger at low ownership. AT, she had a game. Asia Wilson, she could have went out there and she could have broke the WNBA scoring record for the most points in the game, but they pulled her in what should have been a blowout. Wasn't a blowout until the third quarter, but still, nonetheless, a good game right there. Shakira Austin, low ownership, came through for us, giving us at least 20 plus fantasy points. And then our girl Satu Sabali, if she didn't get hurt, if the Lynx weren't on some bull, probably could have had an even better night. But all in all, it was a wonderful night altogether. I know you guys can't see it up there at the top completely, but if you could, you guys would be able to see. Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit. Oh, look at that. Played $174, won $905 on the slate. So all in all, very beautiful, wonderful night over here for the No Days Off. And then also went ahead, building that bankroll up over here on Prize Picks, put out a 5 flex play, and we hit all 5 legs, winning $50 on that one. And that was built courtesy of the GGF Optimizer. If you guys would like to follow us on the Twitter, here goes the Twitter handle, No Days Off. Make sure you guys hit that follow button on the Twitter. We do blast out the lives whenever we go live, and any notes and stuff like that, and any plays that we're putting out over there as well. While you guys are at it, make sure you guys go ahead, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube so you guys don't miss these videos right here and also the lives. I will have BK on here more often for us to go over the slates. You guys seem to be enjoying it. You're definitely enjoying the knowledge that we both bring to the table, prop side and also DFS side. I don't know about you guys, but definitely having him, someone else to bounce off the ideas and things that I'm thinking of the slate, it helps a lot, and definitely does help with the roster construction and just talking through things, and opens up light to other things that not necessarily you could have been on and that you weren't on and things like that. So hopefully it is paying dividends for you guys. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that, and drop a like on the video if any of our videos are helping you in any way, shape, or form win some money. I hope to bring you guys more content soon. We do have college football starting this Saturday, more NFL preseason, and also the NFL is right around the corner, literally less than 2 weeks away. Cannot wait to get into all of those things as they get closer. Going over to RotoWire, looking at the slate for the injury news, what we got, like I said, we got a 1-game slate. The Phoenix Mercury taking on the Sparks. This will be their 4th, and I want to say their final meeting of the season. They've already played 3 times earlier. For the Phoenix Mercury, they're going to be without Brittany Griner, Shea Petty, and Diana Taurasi. So 2 main starters, 1 bench player are out. We've already seen games with Brittany Griner and DT being out. We kind of know how this is going to go. Then they going over to the Los Angeles Sparks. They are still without Lexi Brown and Cheney. They are all out, and Clouden. So nothing new. Same old starters that they've been rolling out for that side. For the Phoenix Mercury, this is one we're going to want to pay attention to. They have Suge Sutton slid in here as starting. But I will say the last time that Diana Taurasi missed, Suge did not start. They actually was starting Wnba. Granted, at the time, of course, you did have Brittany Griner there. If you watch that game that they played last time when Brittany Griner was out, and for whatever reason, they didn't go ahead and start Megan. I know Megan missed the first game that BG was out, but they still went out. They ran Onion. Megan, she came off the bench, but yet second half of that game, they went ahead and they started her in the second half. So you had Megan, Onion, Mariah Jefferson, and this was also with Diana Taurasi out because Diana didn't play in the second half of the game. So it was Megan, Onion, Mariah Jefferson, Breonna Turner, and Sophie Cunningham. That was the starters right there. Suge still played off the bench regardless. So I definitely believe that we should see Megan in the starting lineup, Onion at the small forward position, Breonna Turner at the power forward position, Sophie Cunningham as your 2 guard, and then Mariah Jefferson as that point guard role right there. That is what I would expect the starting lineup to be in this situation. Megan, she definitely should get the start. I do not expect for us to see Suge being slid into that starting lineup right there. But if they were to start Suge, definitely you want to pay attention to that because this is a small slate. It's a 1-game slate. And if you guys go over to DraftKings, the site that we've been playing on, the site that's been so generous in winning us this money throughout the season, you'll see for tonight, you can build whatever you want. That's point blank period. You can put Neck at the captain spot. You can put Canada, Cunningham, Stevens, Mariah Jefferson, all of them. And you can honestly fit every single starter from either team that you want to go on tonight. How do you get different? That's a question that I've been asked a couple times on today. The way that you get different on a slate like this is, honestly, how much can you stomach leaving on the table. When I say that, if I can go ahead and I can fit NECA, I just told you I could fit Canada, I could fit Sophie Cunningham, I could fit Azura Stevens, Mariah Jefferson. I could fit all these players pretty much. I can get Onion, who's sitting at 5'6", cheap. I can come down here and play Carly Snell at 5'5". I can play at 5K. I can play 6'7". I'm telling you, you can pretty much fit whatever you want into your lineup on today. What is going to matter is how much can you leave on the table. Are you okay with just 500? Are you okay with leaving 1K, 1.5K on the table in salary on the slate? That is what's going to matter. Straight out the gate, you already know NECA, she's going to be more than likely the highest captain to own. If you look at her game logs going up against this team, she has had 3 straight games of over 30-plus fantasy points going up against them. And now you're telling me she's going to get backup center and Megan and also Breonna Turner defense. Not going to have to worry about Brittany Griner at all out there. More than likely, she's going to smash on the slate. Coming off that last game, going up against the Aces, when we just seen her play not too recently, 37 minutes, she dropped 51.25 fantasy points. She dropped 19 points, 11 rebounds, going up against Keith Stokes and A'ja Wilson. And now you're telling me she gets Breonna Turner and Megan, and you expect her not to be able to go out there and at least repeat one of these games, probably that 47 burger that she's already had? I kind of expect that from her. So it is going to be how do you truly get different? For captain consideration, of course, we can go with NECA, we can go with Canada. Both of those are going to be of course, in play. We already know Canada. She's looked wonderful since coming from the All-Star break. Has continued with 30-plus fantasy points in pretty much almost every single game that she's had. Really, she is the definition of consistency whenever it comes down to her. I know her game logs, if you look at them, what she's done going up against the Phoenix Mercury, she's only had 1 game with over 30 fantasy points and the other 2 with 28. But like I said, again, looking at her game log, what she's done, this is going to be a cake matchup. Should be an easy day for her. I don't mind looking at Canada as a pivot off of playing NECA. Play NECA inside one of your util spots, of course. Still play NECA, and then definitely play Canada. The uptick of what we've seen with Clarendon has been amazing. The last 3 games, she really has come on, and this game should be no different for her. She's going to either get that Carly Samuelson or that Sophie Cunningham defense, and those are slouches on defense anyway. I'm sorry, wrong side. She's either going to get the Sophie Cunningham, or she's going to get the Wnba defense. Either one of those, she should still be able to go out there and have her way, especially if she's able to knock down some shots, get to the free throw line, things like that. She's just been pretty consistent, living at the line over the past 3 games anyway, and definitely going up against the Phoenix Mercury. They do foul quite a bit. She should be able to do that once again. So if I'm taking any captain consideration from the Sparks, it's going to be NECA, it's going to be Canada, and it's going to be Clarendon. Again, you put Clarendon in, you literally can fit whoever you want inside of the rest of your lineup. You got NECA, Canada, Cunningham, like all of them. You literally can fit whoever. So that's what I'm saying. It just really depends on who do you expect to score the most. For me, of course, the flag's on the planet on NECA. Whenever it comes down, we're talking about the Sparks. Over here on the Phoenix Mercury side, Megan's in play, Sophie Cunningham, Mariah Jefferson, Wnba. Of course, Breonna Turner, she's going to be the lowest on the totem pole for me, just because, of course, she's a player that gets there off of her stocks and her rebounding. She really doesn't score too much. Yes, we can see her somewhat be an offensive weapon, but that's not really her game. So I'm not going to really be going there. That is one way for you to get different. If you want to play Breonna Turner, that is definitely a GPP type play to put into your lineup. But I do not feel like you have to play Turner today. I know it's a showdown, and that's kind of bold to say on a showdown slate because every player is in play, but I don't feel like you have to play Breonna Turner. I would rather play the rest of the other 4 starters from the team in Cunningham, Jefferson, Gustafson, and Wnba. All of those are going to be definitely play for me. Another way to get different, change up your stacks. Either take 4 plays from one team, 2 from another, take 3 from one team, 3 from the other, take 5 from one team, 1 from another. That's how you get different on the showdown slate, especially when you can build whatever you want. Set up some type of rule where it's like, okay, I have 4, 2, 4, 5, 1, those type of things. That's what's going to shake it up and be different for you. You already know a lot of people, they're going to go with the Sparks inside the captain spot. Maybe look at who can I put from the Phoenix Mercury into that captain spot that should possibly go off for me. Definitely, we know the upside could be there for Sophie Cunningham if she gets hot, if she can actually score. Honestly, in this position, she really hasn't done too much going up against them throughout the season. Maybe Megan, she could definitely come out here. We know that she can carry a team if her shot is falling, she's looking good. Maybe go to Megan. She did just drop 31 fantasy points in 28 minutes against the Indiana Fever. Going up against the Sparks, she's going to have that Azura Stevens defense. We do know that Megan, she pulls it from 3. She stands out there at that 3-point line quite a bit. She's not really down underneath the basket like that unless she has to be. And we could definitely probably see a good chunk of threes coming from her in this game right here. Last game, she took 13 field goal attempts and she made 6 of them. So that's definitely something to consider and look at right there. And then, of course, Wnba, I know she's been kind of a letdown, but she's going to see the minutes she's going to play. I definitely would have to consider looking at her. But that's the ways that you get different on the slate. I definitely am not opposed to just going with the chalk and just running NECA at the captain, running Canada at the captain, or running Clarendon at the captain, and just filling out with the rest of the players right there that fit. Again, just what you can stomach and who you feel like you can fade. If we're going to look over at Prize Picks, rebranded old Prize Picks, if you guys don't have an account, check the link down in the description below so you guys can get that deposit match bonus. Right now, you get Dak Prescott for 0.5 yards for the over, of course. We know unless he goes out there and he gets injured, he's definitely going to hit that. So that's right there. If you guys don't have the count, but make sure you guys check that so you guys get that deposit match bonus. Looking over here at the WNBA slate, let's see. I know one play out. Oh, well, it's already been bumped, but one play I love for sure was Canada and Mariah Jefferson, their assists, because all the assists should be coming from Mariah Jefferson in this spot. Same thing could be said for Canada. We know that she's been an assist machine lately. If we look at the games that Diana Taurasi, she missed these 3 games right here. Coming down to Mariah Jefferson, she only had 3 assists. That's actually kind of weird. Would have thought she would have had more. But Canada herself, I can at least expect Canada to go out there and get me at least 6-7 assists herself. I like this more when it was around that 10 range, but definitely something you could possibly look at, but a little sketchy now. Looking more at it. Rebound combo prop, I really don't have too much. 17.5 for Nneka and Megan. Not a play that I would actually take myself. Field goals made. Let's see if they got something good. I don't mind taking Megan for her field goals made. That's one that actually interests me right there. Maybe Nneka, that's definitely one that you can look at as well. And then Clarendon with the role that she's been on over her last 3 games. I definitely do like that for her going up against a cake matchup that she has right here. Canada, I would look more towards her points and assist or her rebounds and assist if I was actually going to take something that's sitting at 10. I actually do like that for Canada. Definitely a spot where she can shake that loose and get that here in this position. And then, of course, Nneka herself, just the rebounds and stuff that she can get. And then if you want to, looking over at, where is it, at WNBA first half, fantasy score. If you think this is going to be a Sophie Cunningham pop-off type game, okay, I'm going to go out there and do what I got to do. Definitely don't mind that. But Megan, since she's definitely starting, I don't actually hate taking the over on that one for her. And then between Canada and Nneka, either one of those two I would look at, just because this is a smash spot for Nneka. They're not going to really be able to defend her. But Canada herself, she should definitely be able to go out here and light it up. If you want to go down here to Mariah Jefferson, that's not a bad play at all. You ride the wave with Clarendon, but safest 2 would probably be these 2 right here for me if I'm looking at a first half play, which I'll go ahead and I'll slide that in there right now real quick. Boom, got that one in. Of course, $5 is my unit size. And then if we actually want to build out a real quick slip, I'll build one out for you guys using the DGF optimizer tool. If you guys would like to check this out, check the link down in the description below so you guys can get that 7-day free trial when you guys sign up using that link. Check that out. It is down in the description. Right now we got some UFC, some League of Legends. All right, so let's go over to MLB. So using the tool right now, they actually can calculate what the fantasy score is going to be using the Vegas lines that are actually available. So according to the Vegas lines, it is more likely that he's going to go under this. This is the average that they have using the DraftKings lines and what they have from Caesar. Everything is pointing to Aaron to go under that right here. I'm not going to play the UFC because that's not until Friday. And then we have a point prop for our ladies right here. And according to all the other books that it's on, looks like it's favored to go over from Parlay Play. Looks like it's favored to go over from Sports Battle as well. Badova, and from FanDuel using their lines, Jordan Canada and Mariah Jefferson down here at the bottom. So we'll go back over to Prize Picks. Let's go to WNBA, go to points combo, Mariah Jefferson and Canada. Where are we at? Mariah Jefferson. Okay, over 25. Boom, we'll take that one right there. I'm going to build out a full 5 play. So since these are all the plays right there, we actually have a pretty high 55.56 and a 54.37. I want to look for average leg equaling around to 54 anyway for all my legs inside of this 5 pick. So I can actually come down here and look at something that is down here in this 53 range. We got a bunch of CSGO. We got Aaron down here for under his 6 strikeouts. Looking at Acuna, I could actually take his. Looks like it's favored to go under on Badova, and so we'll go back over to MLB. We'll take our boy Acuna to go under, And then, so that's all the plays that I really get from right here. Let's look at the middling tool, see if there's anything that is synced up, matched up, that we could possibly take advantage of, that the books are all agreeing on, that maybe something that PrizePicks has a little bit more juice on than everyone else. Let's see. The way that I do it, the way whenever I look at these is that I'm not going to take a play that all of the books don't actually agree on. So say this one right here for strikeouts. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books on here. So literally 5 out of those 9 books, we need to agree that maybe he should either go under, be at a 5.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4 of them agree. I'm not going to take that play. If 5 of them actually agreed, I would actually run that play right there. So just going to keep on scrolling through, going down, try to find something. All right, so 2 more plays I was actually able to find was Luis Soriano for over 5 hits allowed, and then Sophie Cunningham for 22 points, rebounds, assists, using the middling tool, just going through, looking through, seeing what the lines actually agreed on. So for Sophie Cunningham, if you look here, over 22.5, that's what it is on PrizePicks, but over on Underdog, it's sitting at 22.5. And then another book right here, which book is this one that we have? That's going to be over on Hot Streak. She's sitting at 22.5. That's a 0.5 for her to possibly hit that right there. According to the lines, at least 2 out of the 3 out of the 4 books that are up here are saying that her line should be at 22.5. So small discrepancy, sitting at 22. Either she pushes or she goes over. Sitting at 54.6% to actually hit the over. I will go ahead and I'll take the chance on that for Sophie Cunningham. I don't hate that at all. And then Lewis, he was back up here somewhere, but yeah, so just going through, looking at it, comparing the books, looking for the small discrepancies in lines. Take that, running that unit size right now, $5, 5 leg, boom. That's pretty much just literally just using these tools over here at the DGF. If you guys like to check it out, try it out, or if you guys got any questions about it, hit me up down in the comment section. Don't mind explaining it, talking to you guys, going through it. Literally just doing EV betting. That literally has been a great process. And you don't have to just stick to using that to make 5 and 6 picks, even though that is the most optimal way to play over here on PrizePicks. You still can definitely use your power twos, but right now there is no power twos here that show up that are good to actually play on the optimizer. And then if we go over to the DFS middling tool, looking at it, EV, see, we have a couple of them that actually show up. So any of these plays right here that actually up here on the screen will be decent to use as power 2 plays. Definitely just matching them up, just looking through and actually seeing what you can run. Definitely might get some of these CSGO plays out because the discrepancy between the books, especially when it comes down to it, just using the lines that we get between Hot Streak, Underdog, parlay play, using those to compare and run these easy slips for CSGO, League of Legends and stuff is pretty easy, pretty decent money, pretty good return, and definitely been enjoying it. But don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. Get that 7-day free trial. Check the link down in the description below so you guys can check it out yourself. With that being said, it's your boy Zoe. A little bit of a long video just for a 1-game slate. Any questions, hit me up down in the comment section. I'll see you guys back with BK tomorrow for the 4-game slate breakdown for that Thursday slate. Hopefully we'll make some more big money. With that being said, peace.